The next property is the flex basis property. The flex basis property specifies the initial size of a flex item before the extra space in the container is distributed. This is used in place of the width property in flex layouts. So in the previous video, I did use width, but never do that. Always use flex basis to set the initial width of a flex item. I had to use width because we were not familiar with flex basis yet. Alright, so the flex basis property can accept values in percentages, pixels, ems, rems, or even keywords like auto. Let's understand better with the UI. By default, flex basis has a value of auto, which sets the initial width based on the item's content. In our case, you can see that the item's width is dependent on the text inside. So if I go back to Visual Studio Code and in the HTML, if I change the text on item 1 to item 1 flex basis and refresh, you can see that the item now has a larger initial width. Now let's go back to the CSS file and I'm going to add the flex basis property on item 1 and set it to a value of auto. So flex basis auto. If I refresh, you should not see any difference. The default value is auto for the flex basis property. Now flex basis also accepts a number. For example, 200 pixels. So if I change auto to 200 pixels and refresh the browser, you can see that the initial size is now 200 pixels. Change it to 400 pixels, refresh, and you're going to see 400 pixels. And what you have to make note of here is that flex grow and flex shrink apply on top of flex basis. So if flex grow is set to 1, the extra space is added to this 400 pixels. So it might be, for example, 450 pixels after growing. 50 pixels was the additional width that it grew. Flexbox doesn't try to decrease its growth just because it is larger than other elements to begin with. Flex basis and flex grow are independent of each other. And the same goes with flex shrink as well. Just because an item had a smaller size to begin with, flex shrink doesn't excuse that item from shrinking. It still applies whatever the factor is necessary to decrease that particular item. Alright, so the flex basis property is used to set the initial size of a flex item. You can specify values in pixels, percentages, or relative units. By default, the value is auto, which decides the item's width based on the item's content.